Shalawam. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham and double honor to the elder apostles, the GMS, and the elders. Peace, salutations, blessings to all accumulators of truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect. This will be a little quick lesson on my way to the job, so it's on my spirit to bring this out. I'll get this right here, 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 16. For though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of, for necessity is laid upon me. Yeah, woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel. Alright, so this is not a thing of earth, worldly glory. Alright, this is glorifying, the Heavenly Father and the Son. Alright, Yahawashi. We ain't here, for our own well-being, our own gain. Although the Lord, showing mercy upon us by giving us this wisdom, knowledge, understanding. We know that as we are freely receive, freely give. All right, whatever brother's lot is. All right, because at the end of the day, we ain't here to please other men. We're here, to please the Most High. According to what it say, 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 18. Let me get that real quick. For the 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 18. For the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness, but unto us which are saved, it is the power of the Most High. Alright, so, doing the work of Yahawashi, preaching this word, is foolishness unto the masses of the world. But unto the masses of the world, the understanding of the gospel is not given. Alright? And if you are receiving this message and had the eyesight to be able to see and understand the truth of the Bible, the hidden mysteries being broken down, starting with the elder apostles on down, a lot of my brothers. Then you consider yourself, blessed, truly blessed. That's a thing to be very humble of. Alright, because this ain't for everybody. You got, the plantation Christianity, scholars, in the congregation of the dead. Alright, these dudes went to school for, years of their life to learn, to be taught the gospel, but at the end of the day, they ain't got the spirit dealing with them to be able to, discern what is the truth and what isn't the truth. So 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 11. Knowing therefore the terror of the Lord, Yahawashi, we persuade men. But we are made manifest unto the Most High, and our trust also are made manifest in your consciences. Alright, so we understand, thus said Yahawashi, thus said the Bible, the words, the prophecies, everything that's said to come to pass, it's going to come to pass. Alright? The things that were said, that have come, exactly how it was prophesied. And same thing with these end time prophecies. And we know in the terror of the Lord, I had this understanding, that Yahawashi are to be feared. Alright, judgment is going forth throughout the earth, and it only going to amp up from here. The beginning of sorrows, Jacob's trouble, time like never was since there was from the beginning. Alright, it's about to be a very, very hellacious time upon the face of the earth. But it's prophesied. It's necessary to come to pass before the total destruction come. Alright, and the deliverance of the elect, and then the kingdom to be established. Alright. So, the Lord Yahawashi give us that spirit to fear Him. Alright. And we ain't taking this thing lightly, Although we are in this wicked flesh at times, all the time, it's a constant war, constant battle between the flesh and the spirit. Alright, we try and stay in the spirit to the best of our ability. Alright, and do the word. Because like you say, woe is me if I preach not the gospel. This 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 16. Says, take heed unto thyself. Alright, start with yourself. Because you got so-called leaders of Israel out here, and they ain't taking heed of themselves. They coming with some wayward doctrine, someone coming with strife and envy toward the elder apostles. Alright, basically causing confusion at the end of the day. But we understand, Yahawashi had set up this way. Alright, and it's another indicator, alright, of who really has the truth at the end of the day. Alright, and who's in this thing for other reasons than that of the spirit. Alright, because you got a lot of men that like to have that be glorified of the world, that vainglory. But hey, it is what it is at the end of the day. And if the Lord give you the spirit to be able to discern, and you listening to the elder apostles, your message, a lot of my brothers, then again, that's a true blessing. So here we go. 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 16 again. Take heed unto thyself. Alright, start with yourself. Say, and unto the doctrine. Alright. And again, you gotta have the spirit dealing with you to be able to have that eyesight to see, to be able to understand. First when you first come to this truth, you might not, they all might sound good, alright? But as you mature, as the spirit progress, then you start to see, hey, you start seeing the differences, alright? And it's like the scriptures say, it's supposed to be one body, speaking all the same thing. So if there's differences, among these different camps, then one of, only one, there can only, like the elder apostles say, there can only be one truth at the end of the day. If you're saying something different, contrarian to, the doctrine that is, then you going off. Say, take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine, continue in them. For in doing this, thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. So again, brothers, putting in that work, highways and byways. All right, continuing in that doctrine, continuing in this faith. All right, that the Lord has, opened our eyes and ears to. All right, and man, like I say, man's going to the Lord. How can man understand his own way? So there's a reason, the Lord called us into His truth. All right, to do the work. All right, and some, like I say, some people are gonna be called to the truth, and they're gonna fall out, or whatever gonna happen, and it's for their condemnation. Just like these heathen nations and these other, the others, when we out on the highway and byway, hey, they hear the word too. All right, Esau hear the word. All right, but for their condemnation, the 2/3, they ain't gonna get it on this side. It's for the condemnation. But for the hopeful elect, for the 1/3, this is for our hoping for hope of salvation. All right. It's a little quick lesson though, a little bit edifying. But yeah, brothers, we just gotta, Lord will, Yahawashi will, Yahawashi keep that spirit upon us. We're able to endure to the end, through these set perils that are, soon to be. All right, so with that, I give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahawah, Yahawashi, Basuma Kwakadash, calling y'all all about ball, DTA, shalawam.